That process of bringing my child to this world traumatized me for life. Now that I'm beginning to look into, to such things, na what when you say they're giving, they're giving birth, families. I started to understand, like, wow, so it's dangerous. Bringing a whole human being to this world is not easy.
Like unajua watu wameweza kusikia.
My sister passed on like a week after she gave birth. And it's 2018 when I was also heavily pregnant.
So hello guys and welcome to Touch Digital TV. My name is Amina Hussein and you're watching Sips and Soul, where we share, feel and also connect with human interest stories. So for today's guest, we have the one and only. She's going to introduce herself. She's a makeup artist. She's an entrepreneur, I'll say that. And she's versatile and she does a lot of things. So without further ado, allow me to introduce In Touch Media Studios, the one and only who?
Mary Wainaina.
Mary Wainaina.
Maya.
Yes.
That's the name I go for. Very popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're so pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is it part of the reason why you're a makeup artist?
I would say yes.
Okay.
I was born passionate about beauty and makeup and just looking good generally. Yes.
Sawa, utatuambia during the interview, but first thing first, in Sips and Soul, it's all about human interest. Tunataka kujua umefanya nini na Mary ni nani. Kwa hivyo Mary Wainaina amezaliwa wapi and who is Mary?
Mimi nimezaliwa Gatundu South.
Gatundu, watu wa Gatundu. Okay.
Yes. And I come from a family of 4. Tuko wanne, tumezaliwa wanne.
Okay.
I'm the third born. We
Same.
have third born, right? Yeah. Middle kids, we go a long way. So yeah, we have our firstborn who is now passed. Her name was Njeri.
Sorry.
In 2018. May her soul rest in peace. And then we have my brother. His name is Robert. He has a family. He's the second born. And then there's me. Yes.
Hi guys. And then
in all the glory.
The glory. And then there is Kalastborn.
Yes, our lastborn. His name is Joachim. He cleared college. He's clearing this November. This November. Bado hajamaliza. Lastborn wetu ana bloom.
Ashakafunga.
Lakini amekafunga na mimi, to be honest.
So Mary alienda shule Gatundu ama she came to Nairobi?
Masomo generally, like from primary school all the way to high school, nimesomea nyumbani.
Okay.
Yes.
So when mtoto wa nyumbani.
Mtu wa
High school in the high school gani?
Nilienda high school inaitwa Kiamwangi High School. Iko Gatundu South bado.
Okay.
Yes, upper head ukitoka kwetu tu kidogo.
Ndio sister girls wa Mohoho.
Ilikuwa Mohoho na Gatito.
Oh, yeah. You see, I know those areas.
Yeah. You're well corrected, well informed.
So when you're growing up, what did you used to, how was your environment first?
Yeah.
How was your background?
Yes. So I come from a very, very humble background. Like, very humble background. Yenye you cannot even, sisi hatuna jina kubwa home kwetu.
Yes.
But we are those people wenye, I would say we are just rooted in a, just humble. I would say that's what niseme too humble. In a way, nobody can point fingers and say like this family, that family did, and everything. And growing up, we were more in spiritual, depending na how our parents now walitu direct in life. Yes.
So ni watu waliwalelea kwa kanisa.
Kwa kanisa. Yes. So there was baptism, masomo ya Catholic, and then halfway through.
But if you've gone to Catholic schools, you know what I'm talking about. Uko rules ni rules. Anyway.
Now so my family is so loving, to be honest. My dad is my bestie, I would say. My mom, she's so close to my heart. And my siblings too. Yeah. So we've been very well connected as a family.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry you had to lose your big sister, because I know how that feels, especially when your family is, conjoined, a small family. Vitukaa hizo. Poleni sana. So maisha ya Mary ilianzia wapi alipokuja Nairobi? Sasa.
Nilipokuja Nairobi, I'm on my way to Nairobi.
yote anything can happen. But someone can attest, anything can happen ukikuja Nairobi.
Kweli. So the journey to Nairobi.
Yes.
Haya, msichana mdogo, nimemaliza primary, nimeenda high school, which was more of like a sitasema struggle per se, but we managed to get through primary and then we managed to go through high school, Mungu mbele. Yes.
Mungu mbele.
It was a lot because at that time my dad has lost his job. He was working for this company in Thika, inaitwa Macadamia people. Yes, he was working with them and then he lost his job. So fast forward, coming through high school, kulikuwa na struggle too because he was not working. It was just my mom because they had even lost their business, right? Maskini. Please.
For your dad?
Say that again.
That's a lot. A lot for a man, especially when you have a family.
Yes. And I think it took a toll on him, like mentally and physically, because we would notice because these are the things we want to get. We were used to like having or getting when he was working. Zili come to like a standstill, Those two trips, to holidays, to outings, to a Sunday, family, zikaisha hivo. So again, he went back to like being a subtle person, like akarudi tu nyumbani na akatulia. He was not seeking employment anymore. So but I think my understanding was like he was going through it all. But then again, women, who are women? Strong people. Hey, my mom.
Yes. Especially when a woman loves you, and she sees you going through maybe a lot, try to chip in, try to not to look for means to help you. But alternatively, sometimes it doesn't work like that, which is quite unfortunate. But for him at that time, do you think that was maybe depression?
Yes.
I would say
now
that also.
In this moment, you see now we grow, maturity comes. And we go through things that unaangalia back and you're like, wow, maybe this is what my dad was going through. And I'm like, yes, definitely. He went through like a very deep hole that hata hakuna mtu angeza hata kumsaidia apart from, the family, my mom.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think she was the closest person to him when it came to even personal matters. I don't remember how close he was with his family. That one I don't remember because
do you think now we can find such a love? Because I feel like right now things are not like that. Especially, you can comment down below, guys, if you feel like we are contradicting or I'm contradicting. Because I feel like such kind of love right now. Ati bwanako amekosa kazi. Women nowadays atukai.
Please.
Tunatoka. Ni kuondoka.
Anyway,
moving on swiftly. Pole.
Yeah. So then I can't recall his relationship with his family because I was still young. We were young. I think I was in grade 4. If I'm not wrong. And then we came to change schools, tukapelekwa primary school, like tulikuwa in a very good private school. Tulikuwa tunaenda na bus, like life was good. It was beautiful. And then now the transitioning from that to another life, like everybody was going through it. Ni vile hatungesema ati we are aware of what is going on, but we would know, tulikuwa tunajua like we are missing some things, so but konge kweli, I don't think I was bullied. Sizi kumbuka kama nilikuwa, I don't know if bullying was a thing back in my day. But it was a smooth transition. Apart from the whole emotional aspect na nini, it was a smooth transition. Yes, so from there now you see, since now my dad is not working, it's my mom now to pick up. Okay.
Yeah.
So my mom picked up the whole burden. I'm pretty sure my dad was trying in his own ways.
Yeah.
Zenye I cannot comprehend. I cannot say what, I cannot bring it into like a statement. Niseme alifanya hivi na hivi na hivi. But I'm pretty sure the fact that they were so close na bado they remained till now, till date. I have never heard my parents fight. I have never heard them throw words. Sijawai. So, amen.
But God bless those parents. I think in our generation we'll never have such parents. Our parents are I think the last generation with that. Because me, I couldn't see do you believe I've never seen my parents even argue?
Wow, that's a blessing.
Yes.
That's a
I've
blessing.
never. So when people tell you, when people come and tell you, what, me, my parents used to fight.
Yeah.
Maybe someone used to abuse me. Kitambo kwangu ilikuwa kitu geni sana. Like, mbona huyu anakuchapa? Anakuchapa mbona? Because for us we've never seen that. We are growing. We are in a house whereby marriage and everything has been upholded.
Yeah.
The mother is a housewife. The father is working. So for an African household, that's it.
Happy family. True.
But right now there are things that need you as a woman. Men want an independent woman, and so on and so forth. So I pray generation yetu ikuwe na kitu kama hiyo. Maybe in our 40s.
But true. Yeah, to be honest, saizi I think watu wanaanza kukua woke. We are not just getting married for love. We are looking watu wanaangalia, it's a wider aspect, like people are opening up to many things, apart from, like, you can't just get married because of love, you cannot just get married because somebody has money.
Yes.
So you sijui kama ni mimi peke yangu but unajipata ukiangalia sijui uko na list kwa kichwa, you're like okay, might work, just
might work but might not work.
Yeah.
Moving on swiftly. Now on your journey towards Nairobi, did you just finish high school form 4 ukasema uje ama ulikaa kidogo huko?
Would say immediately nilimaliza high school, because the plan, ukikuja kumaliza shule wazazi wako na mpango yako, wanajua unaenda college ama unafanya nini after that. So kumaliza shule, I didn't see much of the planning ama much of even the nitaenda aje college. I didn't see, like, unajua ile kukuwa na vision, I had it, but sasa nilikuwa najua they might not afford it, ninaweza kosa kuenda.
So given the circumstance you can see around, unaona tu hapa.
Yes. And then the whole primary school, high school, yote, it was like a whole like roller coaster. Naweza sema kama tulikuwa tunafukuzwa shule, mimi nilikuwa nafukuzwa kila wakati, but to be honest, I would go back even within days I would be back in school. So
because mom had to find a way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good woman. Shout out to her, manzi.
My mom, actually, she's so pretty. When you say I'm pretty, I'm like, oh, my mother. Thank you.
Thank you, our moms. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, and God. Yes, grace.
And thank you to every mother outside there, because doing an amazing job.
Yeah. So fast forward, no mambo za college hakuna. Mimi, I decided to call my few friends that I had, when in high school I had people wenye walikuwa transition to now this other life ya Nairobi, walikuwa wametoka ushago, they are not even in colleges, wako kazi. So I'm like, yo, can you hook me up with, kuna kitu naweza fanya? Then I'm told, wewe tengeneza CV, ukuja najua CV ni nini? I mean, tulisoma, lakini have I ever even created one?
Hapana.
Do I know what a CV is?
Hapana.
Haya, nani mimi? Kwa vitabu, kuulizia around, I had this cousin, family friend, but he's a cousin, more like a cousin. Yeah, his name is Moses. I think he's the one who helped with the whole kuandika CV nini. He's still my friend till date. Yeah. So nikaingia Nairobi. On my way to Nairobi, the contact I had, they gave me like ni wapi ninaenda ku drop CV, where they used to work. So the guy we went to school together in high school, because in high school I went to day school. So I met him there, we would talk, but I think he was 2 years ahead of me. So I was still like alikuwa ananitetea most of the time when the guys, you see, I was a short girl and I was pretty. So mambo mingi zilikuwa zinaendelea kwa hiyo high school. It's a day school. Ni day school.
Yeah.
So finding that one person mwenye anakupigania kwa zile za wewe ni nini mbaya na wewe, huyu msichana ni mdogo, something like that.
Yeah.
So I was safe with him.
Yeah.
So he's the person I called. He's rested, by the way. He passed on.
Akimbona watu wazuri.
I know, kila time.
Every time I hear a good story, someone who was good to someone, unasikia tu this person, but I think God takes watu wazuri. Yeah, he takes his own people.
Kwani nani wataenda kutengeneza mbinguni?
Nani?
You have to go find
mambo iko shwari na wewe na ikelele yetu. Hata watu
it's only the best ones.
God. Yeah, that's such a nice concept. Anyway,
sit kwa line. So he connected me. I went and got the job. I got the job like through the phone. Nilikuwa ninajua ninaenda wapi na napeleka CV wapi, walikuwa wameitisha mtu, so I knew I would still get the job kwa sababu kuna takikana mtu and I fit the
brief.
Yeah, I do. So I called them and told them, Nico, I don't know where to stay. I don't know where to stay, but I have a family member who, they are so close to me and they were supposed to host me. For like a short period of time, niingie Nairobi, nijue niaje. And that's where like mambo yangu nilikani kama I might go back to the village. I don't know what to do. I am new to Nairobi. Like coming to Nairobi was like a visit. Unakuja unachungulia ngara, unaingia Nairobi na si uko na mzazi. You're not going alone. You're with your parents. So ni kuingia na kutoka ama my siblings, because we used to do like kuendaenda Nairobi tu kuzurura. Now they failed me. That's the only word I can use at this point. And it was not the first time. It was not the first time. I had this hope of after this season I'm going to another season and there's a bridge, there's a stepping stone. But now when we got to that stepping stone, inakani kama disappear, so you baki peke yako, you don't know what to do.
You take care of yourself. Yes. No one is coming to save you, save yourself.
Yeah, so I remember I had this katululu kalikuwa ka Samsung, katululu ka Samsung
najua
Yeah.
hiyo kilikuwa ka flip phone ama
hapa nako kalikuwa hata kameisha button, the normal buttons zilikuwa zilikuwa kwa akili like kalikuwa kameisha na kalikuwa ka sistangu. So nilikuwa nimepatiwa since mimi ninaenda tao nisikuwe offline, sawa, nisikuwe offline, and we had this one sim card tulikuwa tunashare na sistangu, so tulikuwa tuna chat chini ya duvet. Message yako ikiingia
nakupea reply.
So that kafon
beautiful times. SMS ilikuwa 10 bob tu,
good old
unaingizwa 200 mtu 200 SMS text msana kuingiza box tibaka mna chat niko hapo kwa mlango knock knock. Hizo zilikuwa nini shwali Victor, na usikose kuweka hiyo part nimeingia hivyo.
But to be honest, my sister Aki, may her soul rest in peace, she was we would fight but she was the best. Alikuwa amesave watu wengi kunishinda. So kwa contact list yake ulikuwa unaona tu baby and I'm like baby ni nini hizi?
I don't know, she's older than you.
Yeah, and me I only have one contact I'm waiting for a message from. I'm like, I sees yo.
Iko sawa tu.
So this kafon used to go on and off. Sasa unfortunately this day that I'm supposed to travel, and the family member was aware that I'm coming to them because they had aligned with my mom. My mom was doing those two connections. They were aligned na nilikuwa najulikana I'm traveling which date. So mimi nikapatiwa fare, katululu kangu kako fully charged, battery karatasi iko tu sawa, ile unafikiria battery
ile battery
I talk it.
It's funny how I relate to this. So
I life please,
tumejionea wallahi
happy times though.
Yeah,
looking back at uweziona kama it was anything that
hatukuwa hata na hizi mambo ya kwenda maandamano kwa street. You were just you and your life, you know. Everything was just nice. Ukiingia online hakuwa unaona hizi vitu. Sasa hii
mambo ni mob. Yeah, so only for me to reach Fig Tree Ngara. It was Ngara because they used to live around that area. I mean the Ngara was more of like a connecting place ya kuenda kwenye unataka kuenda.
Yeah.
So mimi nikafika Ngara nikasema niko Fig Tree, I'm calling this number, it's going through but nobody's speaking mara kadhaa, and I'm like it's already getting late. Unajua kutoka ushago unacho umepambwa umebeba nguo zako best na tu sandals. I remember na ka jeans na ka t-shirt and I had a kasweta ka kuzip hivi ka kofia na braids. Please ningetesa ushago guys isipokuwa hiyo safari ningetesa but now kasimu hakaingi, nimefika hapo ninajaribu kupiga simu haingi, alafu ikakuja simu yangu ikaanza sasa kuzima. Sasa tena nianze kulamba battery yangu nikirudishanga hapo ndani na karatasi. Things were tough. That moment was crazy for me because fare umepatiwa ni ya kuenda, hakuna ya kurudi na ni usiku. Sasa uko Ngara, it was around now getting to 6 and I'm like I'm getting stranded, I don't know what to do. So when I knew I couldn't call my mom, I think at some point I called them nikawaambia yo simu haichukuliwi. See, I'm not certain about like whatever I did after that because all I remember is me calling this specific friend nikamwambia now I'm in Ngara na sina place ya kuenda for now, where I'm trying to reach out hawajachukua simu. Sasa kaniambia mimi naishi mbali, sijui alikuwa anaishi sijui ni Umoja ama ni wapi, now with a family member as well. So unajua sasa tumetoka ushago, yeye alikuwa like a few years ahead of me, so I think alikuwa bado hosted.
Yes.
So he finds me his friend. So the guy used to do like kind of double jobs. So he find me this friend mwenye alikuwa anafanya kwa apartment yao kama caretaker. Okay? So he's connecting me to his boss, more of like his boss, kwa sababu alikuwa caretaker kwa apartment yao Ngara. Hapo tu sisi kuwa mbali. The person came and they picked me. Remember, I'm so stranded, I don't know anybody in Nairobi, like he's also like a stranger. Yes. And they used to live like a family. So the guy and two of his siblings, they used to live like as a family. So I went there, wakani host vizuri. It was a nice good 7 months.
For sure.
Now mind you, yes.
Oh my God.
So we made friends we were just so good together. Ikafika point they don't want me to go, and I was like, well, instead of living niende nikajitegemea, I can build myself from here. That's what they told me, and I was like,
not about the phone call. Ijaipigwa tena?
No, they didn't reach out. They never reached out. And up until I was old enough and I realized in life, by the way, I came to forgive. Now my life has never been the same again. Yeah, I forgave. I was like, Sasa, what's the point? And we even became close.
Unacha mtoto stranded.
Please, they never even called. Yeah, so you can imagine meeting in family events, munaonana, but hakuna kitu imehappen, like you didn't apologize, you didn't acknowledge the fact that I was stranded coming to you.
Yes, and
Never.
you're such a, unajua kama ingekuwa ni mimi sasa hivi unaniacha stranded when I'm in Nairobi, I'm used to Nairobi, like home in Nairobi ni sawa.
You know where you were about.
Someone is anatoka Isiolo, Marsabit, depending on unamwachaje stranded Nairobi jamani. Mtu ashachoka na safari. And then unamwacha hapa Nairobi. Unajua vile Nairobi mtu anazaibiwa wewe.
Unazaibiwa, ati kuibiwa. Mimi
ninazaibiwa wewe. Alafu nakumbuka wewe ni mtoto. So
imagine.
Hata mtu anaweza kutraffic.
Kama sasa hivi naweza enda nikiwa mzima.
Mimi sidhani kama ningeforgive, but anyway that's you. You are a forgiving person. Mimi that one ingekuwa my last and first time nongeleshana na wewe because what do you mean unaniacha nikiwa mtoi?
I'm telling you, I think I have such a huge heart.
And then vulnerability. Do you know how much people in Nairobi wanaweza entice?
Yes.
Ufanye vitu zingi kama hata unaweza ambia kuja ubet, kumbe ni kuibia, unaibiwa simu.
Na ujui nimeibiwa, nilipatia na simu hivi nikapatiwa bundle ya makash. Kwenda hapo hivyo kwa, I swear to God, like nilienda kwa kona naangalia kwa bag, niko zile za Mungu asante umenifungulia njia wewe baba. Ndio nikukushukuru. I went there, kuna royo bundle, it was like a carton, I don't know what else was inside. I was so heartbroken. I was really heartbroken. I was heartbroken. That was my first phone that I lost from my salary.
We'll reach there. We'll reach there. Let's go back to the guys ahead living with them. How was it? I know how it feels. In Nairobi, you can lose good phones anyway.
It was a bliss. But they're living with the people, they were strangers who became more of friends. Let's say family, kwa sababu I lived with them 7 months. I lived with them for 7 months until nikaona si hata ndege upata mabawa jamani, si utoke kwa wenyewe. So but with this time is because now I have other people, nimeconnect na watu, now I know my whereabouts za Nairobi. Anajua kumbe si lazima niishi na waseko, labda hata na watesanga na wajui. And then I'm like, acha tu nitoke niende nione what life is about uko nje. So we started now living with my other the people I'm connected with, tukaanza ku cost share kwa nyumba, vitu kama hizo. Then now life from there sasa mambo ikaenda kifungukanga. I would look for one job after the other, which was not like the best. Kama mnajua jobs za tao, I was a waitress. Nilienda job yenye nilipata ilikuwa ya waitress, so nilikuwa nimeiva kutafuta hizo kazi. Ikiisha ninajua kuna job nyingine upcoming. I was so please. Mimi naona I was ready.
Yes.
Kujitolea, nilikuwa nafanya kazi. So actually when I worked in Highlands. I had worked in Highlands before.
Highlands?
Yes.
Hey.
Platinum.
Kama unajua Highlands iko town. It's a hotel in town.
Very popular. Landmark ya Nairobi.
Landmark ya Nairobi. In fact, kama ujui Highlands, weka huko nje, wewe ni ushago.
Outside.
Yes.
Vishago aliosha kufanya hivi. I don't know.
Croquet. Excuse me, croc. Croquet.
Croquet.
Yes, si croquet.
Mercy. Hey, croquet. Alinidanganya.
Wazazi ndio wanatuambianga hivyo croquet. Wanashrub yani. Sasa tunasema croquet.
Kama blind.
Yeah, blind.
I'm the blind. Yes. So on my way to Nairobi, that was my Nairobi ilikuwa ndio welcome ya kuingia tao. A lot happened, especially when I started working. I would move from one place to another. Like unajua jobs za Nairobi hizo, especially I think ulikuwa unalipwa 10,000, 12 ama 50 is in a range ya hapo. So you can imagine tulikuwa tunaishi Jivanji is this guy estate yenye ilikuwa Ngara somewhere. Nyumba ya kama nyumba kama mtu kama weka 2 rooms, alafu anavuta na tumabati.
Karibu Nairobi.
Anavuta na tumabati. So kona zote mnatumia bafu moja na choo moja, of course yenye ni yake ya nje. Basi tu nyumba tumegawanishwa. So we used to live like two of watu wawili. Yes. But sasa kulikuwa pia na families in those 2 houses.
Yes.
Somebody, their wife and kids like that. I lived there for a bit and I'm like, Mungu si unifungulie tu njia. The hopes of like siku moja itajipa tu, But then again in my head I'm like, I would still want to go to college. Back then I remember I wanted to do tourism ama journalism. I had to, nilikuwa zile za, but then nikipata sponsor saizi mimi ni kuishia mtaniona. Imagine kwanza nikiwa the face of I don't know what kitira I don't know, but
ni mnoma.
Nilikuwa nimejiona unasema nini?
Si uko na
amngeniambia kitu. Tourism ndo mimi na kizungu yangu sijui ya Gatundu.
No. Kujiamini muhimu.
Karibu Kenya.
Confidence ni kila kitu.
Karibu Kenya wewe.
Karibu Kenya.
Masai Mara. Nilikuwa nimeiva. Hizo nazo ni vitu nilikuwa najua nitaiva.
Nice. Sawa. Talk about now your experience ya lose your phone welcome you Nairobi for the first time?
Wa?
Kuambia karibu Nairobi dada yangu.
It was just a pure welcome, sinda. Mimi nikaa nilichukulia personal. Niliteseka kabla ni change yo simu. Aiteseka. Wewe kwanza, do you know I didn't know where I was living. Ni time nimehostiwa. Mwezi ya kwanza mshahara yangu ya kwanza, like I don't remember, hata sidhani ilikuwa mshahara ya kwanza. Sikuwa nakumbuka ilikuwa mshahara ya kwanza by the way, kwa sababu when I was in town I remember very well, lazima ningepita hapo Fig Tree kwa bridge na giza. Kazi ya Nairobi unatokea saa 5 saa 6 hapo.
Yes.
Uko peke yako, simu imesnachiwa. Sasa niko peke yangu downtown, ninapanda hivi niende stage nishukishiwe Ngara. I'm like, hiyo bridge hizi Masai kwangi safe. Tulikuwa tunasikia tu watu wakipiga manduru manduru kila wakati. Tunaambiwa msee sijui alifanywa nini kwa bridge kulifanyika nini. So I had this trauma ya hapo, nayo siwezi pita peke yangu unless niko na simu yangu nichukue bike nipelekwe mpaka mahali ninaishi. So now I don't have my phone now to even call people to come get me. Okay, because that was kind of like a norm. Juzo masaa watu wako wanalala mapema.
Yes.
Tunaambiwa kuja nitakuwa hii pande nyingine ya bridge, nitateremka tu nitakuona. Unaanza tu kukuja. Sikuwa na any means. So I got to the bridge, mimi mtoto mdogo, na I had a backpack. Nilikuwa na beba juu ya uniforms, unajua my uniform, viatu za kuchange.
Yeah, because you're a waitress.
Nimebebana kasichana kafupi. I was so young by the way. Then I was looking really like chubby, kasichana ka innocent. Sasa mtu angenitekea advantage kwa bridge. And I'm just a baby. Yeah. Nikapita, nobody talked to me. In fact kulikuwa na watu sijui walikuwa wametoka some party, like it was amazing. Nilikuwa zile Mungu wewe ni nani, you know. But I was still heartbroken.
Yeah.
Juu sina simu. Yeah.
So how did that kulose simu lose aje? How was the experience?
Yeah. That part, this guy, he came to me. Nilikuwa karibu na stage ya kwetu. I think I was also on a call.
Okay, stage ya kwenda Ngara.
Nilikuwa archives. Nilikuwa naenda stage ya kwenda, kuna magari nilikuwa natumia tu kuvuka hapo nini Ngara. Kuna magari naijua hapo. So nimesimama hapo. I was done with my call.
Yes.
And then this guy comes ananiambia, sasa kamba poa sana. Kanizo unaitwa? Nikamwambia vile ninaitwa, akaniambia, sasa unaweza nishikia hii kidogo, unipe simu nipigie mtu. Mimi si unajua si am nice. You know, and we're supposed to help each other. Watu wa Mungu.
Gatundu.
I gave the guy my phone, akaniambia nilikuwa I don't have airtime, akasema atanunua. For some reason I trusted I didn't have hizo instincts za kujua tikani na gongo ama ninakoniwa. Akaniambia nenda kuna choo hapo nini, na kuna kwangana two stalls, na kuna time wanafunganga hata late. So akasema anaendea credit scratch card apige. Mimi nikakaa karibu na mtu wa smoky. Little did I know, jamaa alienda akajifanya hata ana buy credit, but mimi sikumuona tena. Niliona tu msee ameishia niko zile za naambia mtu wa mayai anisaidia, ananiambia hizi acha nini extra yake. Hizi acha trolley yake akimbize mtu, atapata yake haiko. Akaniambia kwani hukujua ni mwizi? I'm like, sasa ningejua je ni mwizi?
Sasa angekuambia.
Angeniambia, si wako job. Si wanajua nanga.
Pamoja yeah.
Angeniambia. I felt I cried hapo, nililia hapo mpaka nilikuwa nashindwa nitafanya. I thought my life was over.
Okay.
My first salary. Nimenunua simu ndo niweze kucommunicate. Kale katuluka linisumbua wewe.
Kusumbua kale kama
kakurudisha battery.
Kakulamba bit.
God. That was such an experience. It was so heartbreaking.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So moving on forward, ukahama kwa now the people who are hosting you, moved on with your life.
Yes.
Start talking now your life, how you started your life, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
As you know, I'm goofy, very humble, nice, kind, good loving,
loud, extrovert, ambivert sometimes.
At the extrovert, actually thought I was an introverted extrovert.
You're an ambivert.
Is that ambivert? There is a word for it, huh?
Yeah.
Ambivert.
I don't know. Me, I've heard of ambivert.
Like I've seen there's a word in between.
Kuna hadi sanguine.
I thought I was a sanguine because of my talkative nature. That's what I thought. Until my bills responsibilities na kuslap uko zile za acha nitulie tu.
Wachana na hii sanguine nakuwa tu introvert.
That's what I think happened by the way. Okay. Junili change to by the way kuna time utanipata and I'm so calm, sina mambo mingi. Lakini nikishaanza kujua watu sasa ni hivyo naanza kuongea. Ama when I'm not
nice.
Yeah, when I'm not needed to speak, I won't speak.
Yeah, so where did you start your life now?
So now when I started living in the other place where I used to live with these friends,
yes,
nikapata our government ya Gatundu, was it Moses Kuria? Siwezi kumbuka. They had these nini coming up sijui some funds walikuwa wametenga za kusaidia youths. It was a vocational center in, what's the name of this place? There was a vocational center. I signed up for it and I got in.
Wow.
Yes. Mimi si unajua, I still want to go learn things. I want to do things, yeah. Jobs za Nairobi as a GP, hiyo pesa kidogo nitafanyia nini? I wanted to find myself, but I didn't know how exactly. So I thought maybe kufanya the normal procedure yenye ukitoka shule you go to this, maybe ningekuwa mahali. So I went to this vocational center, ilikuwa Komuthai. Yes. My dad started in Komuthai, by the way. Aww. Yeah. He started in Komuthai, so I was like, I felt so, so I was blessed to even be where my dad went to school.
Yes.
So niko zile za huko naenda. By there I went with one of my other friends. Tukaenda, I was doing electrical engineer. Sijui inaitangwa aje ya kushikanisha stima, and I did so well. Juu saizi naweza shikanisha stima ni vile. Wow, my fear of going too soon is very high. Like, yeah, I'm not ready.
Electrician wamezaliwa.
Electrician,
yes, wamezaliwa. They're not made.
They're not made.
Yes.
Me, I'm not part of that. That plan is not for me. Yeah. Went there for a few months, and then I think I gave up because I'm like, sasa aki mimi, I'm not built for this. Will I even manage? I think tulifunga once and I was like, I'm not going back. I need money. Okay. Because sababu moving from here, I'll need to go back home to my parents.
Yes.
Tena nianzie tena kutafuta kazi.
Life.
Yeah, so when I was there, I looked for another job. I got a job and nikaishia. That was, I think it was after how many months? 6 months. Nikatokea, nikarudi mimi maisha yangu ya ngara. So now this is when I met now my official boyfriend. Unajua wengine walikuwa ni jokers tu. Kimbia Nairobi. Madanganywa tu hapo. Fanta na mafries.
KFC na chicken.
Saizi kuna KFC wewe. Then si ni mafries za nini?
Fries na chipo.
Za zile places za tao zinaitwangaje?
Ilikuwa
inaitwaje?
Fish and chips.
Fadhali lakini ziko na majina.
Ilitwangaje hizi place?
Sanford.
Yeah.
Sasa you can imagine. Saizi kuna KFC, kuna standards.
At least kuna standards kidogo. But me napenda Sanford. I'm that old soul, so it's fine.
Yeah, so your time, the people I was seeing, I had this one guy I was seeing, and he was turning out violent, and I was like, aki mimi bado ni mdogo, I don't want to go to Jesus. Bado mimi ni mdogo. They had a baby mama, and it was a whole fracas. Mambo mingi zilikuwa tu zina happen. Naenda najipata hata nimekatwa. The guy was beginning to be violent, especially after you confront them about something and it becomes chaos. So mimi I was done, and for a few days I went home, nikakuja nikaanzia tena maisha like leave ya kazi nikaenda nyumbani, and then that's when the period ya kuachana na home say story kaanza kunibembeleza nini. I was not in for that. Yeah, because it was a lot. I had gone through a lot, healed so many wounds.
Tena uko like tena hapa nimekuja tena ndio yako na baby mama.
Imagine.
Do you think that's the first red flag that someone should look out for, especially a young girl?
Yeah, the fact that like a baby mama is so welcome to even come to your home and you moved on, I mean, I know so many people co-parent in different ways. Ni kweli watu co-parent in very different ways.
Sasa nifanye ya usa.
Yeah. Sasa hizo kwani unafikiria mimi najua mambo ya green flags na
red flag? Hata kulikuwa na hizo time.
Kwani
hakukuwa nayo?
No. Mimi I was in for what I was in for. Lakini sasa vumbi constant.
Dust.
Very constant.
So after that you moved on from him?
After that, yes.
Now got an official boyfriend.
An official boy. Sema official.
Official. How did you guys meet? Mulikutana aje?
Now, I had a friend. They had invited me to this party. Ilikuwa pale Kiambu, Paradise Lost. That party was in Paradise Lost. And then now, my official guy, alikuwa ameinvitiwa party ya mtoto wa Lois Kim. So they had come with
another.
Know
Lois Kim.
Yes, the artist. Walikuwa wamekuja sasa na squad yao. And then sasa when we got there, sasa we were like a combo, we were a whole team. They were playing this bonfire thing. So a team will go collect firewood, another team go collect firewood. Sasa it was my turn. Sasa I was set up with this guy and I was like, wow. Nikamwangalia, I'm like, sijui kama niko na type. But you can do, twende tukakote nini? Firewood. We were going to see the bonfire.
Yes.
Alafu they walikuwa wana hook up to, like you can't decide on who you're going with.
Yeah.
I found it exciting.
Yeah.
My first official party. Wewe unajua kuinvitiwa this.
Na ukapatiwa mtu anakaa vizuri. I know that.
So me, I was in for it. Tukaenda tukakota firewood. Yes, and from there like we had a night. kuongea conversation, kujuana, tulijuana hiyo siku nayo, tulijuana kila kitu, tukajuana mpaka insecurities, tukajuana goals, everything. Na I think tulikaka tukijuana. Yeah. And then now when we came back, kulikuwa na another after party. Just kuzi kuna after party, like party after party. I think that's the word.
Na reception.
Yeah, na ni sherehe. Yeah, so from the garden there was like a normal like actual party in a club in Juja Mall. It was in Juja Mall. So that's why unajua lazima ujue kwenye wewe unaishia.
Yes.
So we found ourselves, like me, my friend who invited me, and then him and his friend, we found ourselves like, in one space. And we tukaongea, and then we cooked. It was a lot going on, and it was just fun. It was fun. So saizo mimi ninajua nimepata chali. Kwani mnaweza niambia hata simu nikoshua kuna simu za mtu sikuchukua.
Nimeolewa. Siko online.
Excuse me?
Nimeolewa.
Excuse me.
Siko online.
Like hello.
Utarudi tu hapa kututafuta.
Little did I know.
Mike alinifanyia Mike.
Ay, aki live.
Aki
sifia
Aki
kwa
life
sababu I was happy.
Aki life inakuanga unfair though. If you come to think about that situation,
Yeah.
I was like, during the morning I was discussing this with someone. Alikuwa ananiambia sisi wasichana tukipata mtu, we are not normally online. Our life revolves now around that person, and I think that made me realize a lot. Tuache ku center our life around men.
Around people, yes.
Men specifically.
There's
Wachana
a
hata na
gender.
kids. Yes.
There's a
Because
tag on it.
if your life, tani correct, I mean, I normally say correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
If your life revolves around a person, not even based on gender, wachana hata na gender out.
Yeah.
My God, you'll suffer. At your life is just revolved around this one person.
Tell me about it.
Ukikula unamwambia. Ukilala unamwambia. Sio ukienda unamwambia. Your life is just, yani your world revolves around one person.
Yeah.
You'll get so
Dangerous.
disappointed. Very dangerous. Hata depression is
dangerous,
hit because this person used to be there.
Yeah.
Now they are no longer there. How do you cope?
Yeah. Wow.
Your head used to have this person. Like, you know, your brain
Yeah.
bado ina pump blood. Biju mnasema heart pia ina pump blood, brain pia inafikiria.
Yeah.
The same way pia brain, damu inapita kwa brain.
Yeah.
So if you put a person as a priority in your head,
Yeah.
at the world iko tu revolving around them, your world is just that.
Yeah.
It will take you so much time to heal because
True.
you made them your world
Yep.
and you don't know another world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey. Are you a motivational speaker yet?
I can be.
Yes, because
I'm humble.
titles, yeah, that part. You say it for me.
So you got into a relationship with a guy?
Yes. It was not ending that day. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, it was serious.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm telling you official. It was official and serious. Like, in terms of like, sikuwa nimeona mtu mwingine ako serious in my small life of seeing different people. Sikuwa nimeona somebody who had the, motive kama yake.
Yes.
Like no ulterior motives, but just straightforward. Anakwambia, hey, nakafiti. Yes, we kicked it off. Tukakuwa, now I'm dating. I have a boyfriend. Kutoka hiyo siku.
Mlianza kudate hiyo day?
Nilianza kuitwa, I think, wifi hiyo siku. Yeah.
Acha nini sip.
Hebu
sip on that. So uli fall in love within 24 hours. Ungenitafuta.
Call it that. Sasa ulikuwa?
Ningekuchapa.
I know. Maslaps.
Chuna hivi nikwambie, wewe enda ufikirie maisha yako. Ushaibiwa simu Nairobi na unotice hizi vitu si fast hivyo.
I'm telling you, me I don't know how slow you can get.
Taibiwa roho.
Ilishaibiwa nikavunjwa. Guy. Inaka mayai imepasa vile unagonganga mayai hivi hapa juu.
Ikakarakiwa.
Yeah. Now meeting this person, sasa unajua mapenzi sasa iko, si wewe unaelewa sasa mapenzi hata tusha register, there's love, a lot is going on
because you guys have already talked about your insecurities.
Yes.
Both of you.
Yes.
That's
Sasa you see how fast it moved.
Yes,
kwa sababu kama the first night you already went to that, that far, to that extent, unajua tu the other part ni kuendelea, is speaking from where you left off bukiendanga. So that's what happened. I think in a few months, 4-5 months up, I got pregnant.
Did you know anything about pregnancy?
No.
Dear?
Yeah, I had studied in school, reproductive system.
That's the only thing you knew.
Yep. The only thing I knew.
This time mlikuwa mnaishi wapi? Bado ngara?
Kasa. Sijakwambia wewe vile hii area ilikuwa inanipatia anxiety kila time nikienda ushago. Karibu ni change route.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah. Kasarani.
And then you started like after 4-5 months you got pregnant.
5. I would say let's call it 5. Yeah. I got pregnant. And I'm like, sasa si unajua me, I'm still a baby. So, you know, like I'm a baby mentality. There's
How old were you?
I was 19. Was I 19? When I got pregnant I was 19, but now when I got my baby I was 20.
Oh.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yes.
But 19 bado ni mdogo sana.
Ai. Idea hata iko imezoea kibeti.
Hata iko imezoea kibeti.
Ai. Hata iko inajua ni habitat, kibeti ndo habitat.
But I recently, okay, I'll tell you that once you finish narrating.
You'll forget.
Recently I came to find out that once I do an interview or come in contact with any female that has gotten maybe pregnant, they are always young. It's always a young female. So my thought and worry is, kwani men wanakaa chini wanasema these are the vulnerables? Because when you come to someone like me, a grown woman, nitakwambia mi si get pregnant unless this and this and this is put in order. You know, for you, for you as a child, you can't say that. Hata wewe uko hapo tu, oh my god, he loves me.
Okay.
Ha?
Akila.
Me akili. Anyway.
Okay, ukisema hivyo, you bring me back to a very bad place, and I'm like, Mungu akiwa. See, only forgive this is a season of
he has already forgiven me.
I just
He has
turned
already.
28 on Friday.
Unaona vile ni mdogo. You're only 27 too.
I'm still you're
still a baby.
Please.
You're still a child.
Yeah, who do that to a child?
So during the pregnancy, your moment of pregnancy, how was it?
Given I was a first time mom, yeah?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
how they say it, yeah. I was a first time mom. I didn't know much about pregnancy. Actually, hata sikuwa najua nilishika mimba when. I don't know when I had, conceived.
Oh.
I didn't know. Hata kwa najua hata kucalculate.
You don't know anything.
Nini. Mimi, to be honest, like I'm this person when I don't think deep about things. I know I've had, deep conversations with people, alafu inafika point I'm like, brav, you're exhausting. Like, mimi sitaki conversation tena. Nimechoka, man. Hatuwezi chezea hapa juu alafu your story ishe.
Yeah.
I'm so simple like when it comes to, I'm like, vitu serious by the way nafaa overthink, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm such an overthinker. So unaweza shangaa where I go wrong. Or where I went wrong with anything in life. Okay?
What? Okay.
I will overthink anything, literally. Yeah. So, nimebeba mimba. I go to St. Francis, the one in Kasarani. We're in Kasarani town. I don't know, it's in Kasarani.
Yes, it's in Kasarani. Iko hapa tu down, karibu na Santon.
Huko ndo nilienda. And then they told me, I had gotten UTI, that infection, very dangerous, my God. I don't know kama kuna any pregnant person anaweza miss that part.
Ulikuwa how many months pregnant?
This time I was 4 months pregnant. 4 months pregnant.
You contracted the UTI?
Yes.
Okay.
I came from my mom's. Kufika where we used to live, nikashindwa kuingia hata kwa gate. It was so I didn't know what was going on, but I thought in my head, I'm like, this is a miscarriage. I don't know. I don't know what was happening, but in my head I knew like it's danger. I'm pregnant, lakini sijiumwa na tumbo hivyo, and mahali naniuma it's somewhere I can't even siwezi hata guza because it's so painful.
Yeah.
It's so painful. So I go ahead, I make calls, and I'm like, nakimbizwa hospitali St. Francis. They go wakanidunga jab ya like a painkiller, something very it was really strong.
Strong. Okay.
I was not in pain anymore after that. When we were doing the whole doctor assessment I was not in pain. So after that wakaniambia I want to do this and that, bed rest. It was like a month or two. Nisifanye vitu ngumu, nisifanye hii, nisiende wapi. So for a few na hiyo time I remember like that's when I was friendless. Like it was just family.
Oh my God.
Yes, before I had friends, but again sasa I cut people off. For some reason I just cut people off. I'm like, nikiambia watu vile nina struggle, these are my friends, they don't even know, like nobody's pregnant, has been pregnant in my circle. Sasa nawaambia nini, what's going on? And then I'm like, badala wa cut off, acha tu cut off tu watu, mimi nikae tu maisha yangu. Nikalia kamimba kangu, baby came. Now this time I had already moved to Rwaka. Yes. Kinapenda Rwaka.
Sawa. Watu wa Rwaka shout out. Miriam nawapenda.
Yeah. So, niko sure watu wa Rwaka wananijua.
Wanakujua.
Wananijua. No. So after that, moving to Rwaka, baby came. That's when I started reconnecting with some of my friends and making new friends. Some of them were also moms. I'm like, God.
Finally.
A life like this. So I was starting to like regain my I won't call it humanity, but myself, self. Because for those 9 months I was isolated. I was alone. I do self-isolation. Like whenever I'm like down low kitchen, I'm like I normally do self-isolation. I'm like, I don't feel like talking to people. I don't feel like this or that. But let me tell you, in as much as I go through things, family comes first.
True.
I have never hidden nothing from my mom.
Wow.
Mama yangu, my mom, she plays such a huge part in my life.
Mama lazima.
Aye.
Lazima, especially when she sees you going through a lot.
Yeah.
She relates, especially when it comes to kids. Once you get pregnant as a woman, I came to figure out that mama yako anaanza kuwa close. You start now understanding motherhood. You're like, kumbe inakuanga hivi. It's not a walking bed in roses, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember she's the person who I used to call on anything. Juu sasa she has us. She knows better than I do.
Yes.
So, ma'am, this and this is happening. Okay, sawa. Daktari wa karibu, mbio first dial. Nampigia simu ananiambia what to do, what not to do.
Nice. Was the guy supportive all along during the pregnancy?
Yes, he was supportive during the pregnancy. Clinics, I did not miss any of that. Naona zingine naona saizi na YouTube families, I'm like I didn't miss that.
I did that.
Yeah, I did that.
I did that. That part I had it.
Pale mpisha, kubebewa handbag. Hello. Fruits in the bag.
Wow.
Yes, like my pregnancy was, I can't say it was delicate, but it was amazing and beautiful. It was like a journey I have never been through, and I was taking it personal, like every single step.
Yes.
Nilikuwa very intentional. I'm carrying a baby. They are my person. This is my thing,
Yes.
my substance.
Yes.
Take care of it. So I was really good with what I was doing, in as much as I didn't have too much knowledge about stuff. I would Google, ninaangalia hapa kule, following people, families on YouTube. Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, up until baby came. Actually, I went into C-section, like not planned, the emergency one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pole sana.
As a small baby, I labored. I was in pain, some different kind of pain.
So they were like, huyu hata tumtoe ndani, atumtoe tumfanyie tu CS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if I tell you, that process of bringing my child to this world traumatized me for life. Now that I'm beginning to look into, to search things na watu wenye saizi they are giving, they're giving birth, families. I started to understand, like, wow, so it's dangerous. Bringing a whole human being to this world is not easy.
Like, it's unajua watu wameweza kusikia.
My sister passed on like a week after she gave birth. And it's 2018 when I was also heavily pregnant. So they refused to tell me the day she passed. They told me like a few days after, 3 days after. That's
So
when
she left her child.
Yeah.
How old is the child now?
He's 7.
I mean,
My daughter is 7 too.
Amelelewa na mom.
Amelelewa na mamangu.
Wow.
I breastfed him. I did that part.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's so amazing.
It is. Like,
But it's so sad, Pia.
At the same time, yeah. I was looking back at Kinangalia. You see, I labored. I went to labor. I gave I brought my child home. And it was so emotional for me the whole time, because I'm like, wow, I managed to bring my child home, but my sister didn't. She gave birth like a few months before I did, which was sijui inaitangwa nini. The baby was like 6 months old.
Oh yeah,
They were not
wanakwanga kwa
premature babies.
NICU.
They have a word for it.
They are put in NICU, the NICU part, your
Yeah.
part, yeah, they're put there until they grow.
Yes.
Oh.
So, and then, you see, when I had gone to see my sister, I knew now with also my journey, like I wouldn't be able to come see you again, because now I have to also, get
Take care of
ready,
mine,
prepare
yeah,
for baby.
yes.
Yeah. Nikamwambia, si tutaonana, we'll plan, tutapatana, we do this and that. And then now I think that's why they were hesitant on even telling me that she had passed. Kwa sababu, even in her funeral, like, I don't know kama ni mimi peke yangu, but I don't like attention like that. Okay, some different type of attention, lakini not that one.
Yeah, that one is bad.
Yeah, because everybody's
unasemea.
looking at you, like kila mtu ana expect utaanguka wakubebe, watu
Yeah,
wanakuja
because you are
wanakushikilia,
pregnant,
and you're trying
yeah.
so hard not to even be emotional, not to break down. So you can imagine now me holding back what I cannot, because I'm an emotional person. So I was trying to hold back all that inside of me, kwa sababu sitaki watu wanishikashike mimi. I don't want you to don't. I'm okay.
Especially you're pregnant, so you don't want.
And there are people I mean I know them, but they're not family. Yeah. So it was like a whole
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand completely, man.
Yeah.
Kabisa ile serious.
It was
But did you manage
crazy.
to get help? Because you needed counseling after that.
I didn't, and sometimes I feel like, so okay, before now I started before I started now researching and kuna insight ya you could be pregnant na you ukose kumake it ama mtoto akose kumake it. Just now I have that understanding of ni Mungu tu. It's only God who can decide whether you're making it or not.
Yes.
Right? So before that I was like, sikuwa ninajua kama I needed counseling or anything else.
Yes.
Mind you, now you see they told me like a few days later after she had already passed on, so I had like a lot to even take in. I'm like, what? No wonder I kept telling them to take me to go see her because I was still not due. Unaona uko na tumasiku bado ukienda clinic unaona uko na tumasiku, so I'm like, why can I go see my sister? So it's this within this weekend I'm give birth now, and I'm like, I was due the first one.
Also, they were delaying.
Yes, they knew she had gone,
but
your
they
man
were delaying. Knew.
Yeah. Yes, articulate the whole thing. Bringing me from our house in Rwaka like to my shags in Gatundu. Alikuwa amenidanganya we are going to KU to see a friend, to see something to do with some signing. Yeah. So I'm like, I got excited. I'm like, wow, at least leo tunatoka tupitie KU alafu I will have time to go even see my sister. Yes. I was so excited. Tukafika KU na shangaa, mbona hujaingia? Like mbona hatuingi? Tukapita that KU the exact KU yenye iko hapa kwa Cairo. That's why we were going for the meeting.
Yes.
Tukapita and I'm like, I was feeling so lucky because nyinyi mnabebangwa na mabwana zenyu wakienda job when you're pregnant. No,
ulikuwa unasikia poa.
Sasa tukaenda tukapita hiyo place na unatu tunaenda hivi akaniambia, this guy is not even picking my call. I think nitajua niaje kwa sababu there's no point ya kushuka na they are not picking my call. Hata sikuwa na kitu ya kuniambia
tangible.
Sasa mbona uanze kuniambia mambo za call after tumepita hiyo place? We get home, my mom is hiding. We get home, I didn't see my mom like the whole day. After we got there, I'm like, madam si anaoga, si amekawia, because I was calling, they are not picking my calls. The whole time nawapigia kuambia tunakuja. Hakukuwa na watu, mimi sijui walikuwa wamechora mchoro gani hiyo. There was nobody apart from now family walikuwa. Now they were family people, my family members were there, lakini walikuwa kwa one of my mom's in-laws. Yes, huko ndani. Sasa mimi sikuwa najua kitu inaendelea, but sasa si tuko na mgonjwa husi, so si people are there to like kuja kusema pole. Now after hours of waiting for my mom to come out, because I'm wondering mbona hajatoka. Tuko na mtoni, like whenever I go to my parents napenda kuteremka mtoni. So I'm like, hey, by the time anamaliza basi let me take a walk. I think that's my brother who suggested like for me to take a walk or something like that.
Yes.
So we left home, tukateremka, took a walk and then came back. Sister hajatoka bado. I'm like, unanicheza. So like I made my way to her bedroom. I'm like, she's breaking down. Ngamuza nini mbaya? Kaniambia hakuna. So mimi I thought maybe it's just something personal. Kaniambia nimungoje nje. I'm like, okay, I'll just respect you, my mom. Nikaacha nimempata and then I went outside.
Yes.
So going outside ndo waliona, by the way, this is crazy. Juu nilitoka nje. Now her friends were coming. They were like a bunch of them. Walikuwa wanakuja. So what I saw was like my aunt came, akaniita kwake. So I'm like, sawa, bacha niende. Imagine this whole time I'm not see funny.
Unajua uwezi click. I completely understand you.
I'm like, what? How slow can you be? So when I went into the room akaniambia, no, uko aje? Niko poa. Hey, ndo inakupeleka aje? I'm like, niko poa.
Si mbaya.
Na mtoto, two story 2 1 2 3 and then wakaniambia, unajua nao kuna mmoja wetu ametuacha. Kamuliza Njeri, my sister her name is Njeri. Kamuliza Njeri akaniambia, wewe na wewe mbona sasa unataja watu hivyo? Nikamwambia sasa she's the only person we know that is in the hospital.
Yes.
Nilikuwa najua the whole time she's in the hospital.
Yeah. How she suffered a complication?
Yeah, pressure.
Okay. Understand.
So I told them like what I thought. Na akaniambia, sasa alituacha, this and this happened, and I'm like, oh, okay. Na alituacha sijui Wednesday and this is Friday. Anga sijui Saturday. It's like, yo guys, like nilikuwa nafanya calculations haziingiani. I'm like, why would you do this to somebody? Mungeniambia tu. Then I'm like, according to your situation, conditions, sasa si
wamama wanakuanga hivyo. I think they tend to consider the fact that you're pregnant and you can lose the pregnancy.
Yeah,
and you can even die.
I think so.
Because some people wako na shida heart, babe. Yeah, and I tend to think they didn't do it out of maliciousness. It was for the purpose of your health and everything. Unaweza pigia msee simu saa hii. Wewe ushapigia mtu simu ukamwambia a bad information. Unasikia msee amepiga nduru amerusha simu chini.
Yeah, kuna watu I think mimi si wanduru but I think mimi ni yule mtu
unajua kila mtu akona yake
kumaliza story na weka simu chini.
Same. Hata mimi nitateka walk.
Chizi sasa.
Sasa mimi nitateka walk tu like ile nitatembea tu na sijui naenda wapi.
But afterwards that's when inakuhited, you're like, oh my god. No. Not like this. So when they first told me, mimi niliangalia tu situation nikaona nyumba imejaa rende, like kuna familia mzima imejaa, like my aunts, like everybody is there, even my sister's friends are there. I'm like, so mnangoja, like unajua. So me excuse myself, I told them, let me go see my mom. Sasa wako wanataka nitoke kwa nyumba, so I'm like, I need to go. Lazima niende nione Mathi. Alafu sasa nikasikia ninaitwa, brother yangu akanikujia sasa kwenda kuona my mom. So your times unajua madhangu ashajua, nishaambiwa, ndo na yeye anakaribisha wageni wake. I broke down. I don't even remember the color of the dress she was wearing or what I was even wearing. It was like ilikuwa ni kama dunia imezima tu.
Yeah. What? Really heavy.
Crazy. I think it was the first time I ever experienced loss in such a heavy way. And I was like, God, why?
Yeah, especially when you're heavily pregnant, you don't expect that. Actually,
Yeah.
Such news, You expect your 9 months to be like, that the things you've never imagined. On this.
But then
I
again,
completely understand.
You remember we had promised each other that nitamuona, and I was so excited because I'm going to see her that day.
Aki.
Wow.
That was a friend. She was not even a sister. That was a friend. Like unika beshte yako.
Hey. That was it was a hit. She was 26. I came to Mama. We were having a conversation with Mama, and she told me she was 26. I thought she was 27.
No.
In 2018, she was 26, and I was looking back on the eve of my birthday. I was looking back, and I'm like, what? I even broke down on my birthday. I don't know where it came from. Even my friends were like, what? What's going on? I had fun. It was mimi now I had fun. I really had fun. But sasa DJ akaanza kucheza ngoma zingine I was not liking. So you see that moment of chilling, unakaa chini unachill. So I was reflecting and I was like, what? She died at like she didn't even transition to the next age. She didn't even taste motherhood. She didn't breastfeed.
And then mtoi alikuwa tu hapo kando, see. But the good part is she had you guys, because if she didn't have you guys, imagine wewe ulimnyonyeshia mtoto.
Yeah, I would take breaks time.
Yeah.
Time ninajua I'm going home. My baby is still young. She's like I don't know, a few months, 2-3 months, and then I got a complication. So it was in between.
Yes.
Clinics za hospitali na going home. So whenever I would get a chance, unajua we breastfeed until I don't know 1.5 or something hapo. Yeah, I would go and I would allow him. And I think even my mom played a part as well. Kwa sababu this child unajua kametoka nursery ni kadogo, she was in feeding pipes.
Yes.
I would look back na angalia hizo picture and I'm like, wow, this boy has come so far. And I want to do the best.
7 going to school.
Yeah,
calling you mom.
Oh no, ananitanga auntie. Sasa kazi yake inakonga kunitisha tu magifts. Nimeitishwa piano. Nimeitishwa piano for Christmas.
Anakana mom.
Yeah, anaishi na yeye.
That's hiyo ni boy wake. Wewe mtoto wake.
Nice easy. I have tried, by the way. I really have tried.
Don't. Please don't. Watoto wa shosho wacha wakae na shosho yao.
But to be honest,
if you do that to my mom right now, she will even say, atakwambia wewe uende, wewe na wewe enda Nairobi yako umeziacha mtoto wakae. Hivyo ndo wanasemanga.
Yeah, kwa sababu unajua sometimes you look and you're like you want them to experience every single day of what yours is experiencing. The goodies, nini kutoka hapa kwenda mahali. You want them to experience that. Na unajua sasa bringing them from shags all the way to sasa, that's another cost. Sometimes we do that, and he comes to my house like very very often, like always welcome. Na hata mimi nikienda I'm like giving promises and ninaambia tu Mungu, wewe hizi promises nazo si za uongo, because I have to go back,
lazima nisaidie mtoto.
Yes.
That's such a good thing.
Yeah, so
kudos hiyo ni kitu poa sana.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so easy. I've been now helping with like his fees. Yes. Wow. And yeah,
now he's a big boy.
Yes. Nakwambia, I'm telling you that sasa unajua when my sister passed, we had so many plans, even with family. Now when you're in your weakest point, like people come up and they want to help, even family. I remember we had created this, it was not a group, mpaka tukanunua SIM card ya mahali. Every month somebody can be chipping in, because we are not well off like that, and then we were not. So you see, for a family that is so connected, we are close. And we thought like this is a thing we can do. We have family around, we
Yes.
can do it.
Yes.
We can do it. But I'm kidding you not, my mom was alone in that. I mean, I would say my parents were alone in that. Yes. We were
But you know,
hopeful.
let me tell what I learned about burials is the fact that people can come whatever console,
Yeah.
they'll pat you on the back, they'll tell you take heart, they'll even tell you I can't imagine
Yeah.
being in your shoes. But at the end of the day, when they leave, that's when it clocks it that
yeah.
you guys are in your own.
And it's
So most of the time you find out that wasi wenye ulikuwa umepatia promises.
Yeah, that part, man.
Yeah, happens.
That part, it happens, and it did. And I'm so grateful to God that mtoto saizi ako yuko kwa sababu he never got sick. I think he only got sick once before atolewe hosi. Alikuwa na hernia.
Yeah.
But miraculously, we don't know, on one clinic it disappeared, like he was not there. Saizi he's perfectly fine. My mom just keeps going on clinics. He's perfectly fine.
Wow.
Imagine. Kalikuwa kadogo, he was so small. I even have photos of him, like he's so small, nimekashikilia hapa and I'm pregnant. You know?
Guy.
It was so cute.
But na mtoto wako si siblings too.
And his siblings,
Yeah,
yes.
they're siblings
yes.
because now they're age mates kabisa.
Yeah.
So moving on forward, after now burying your sister, going back to Nairobi.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was heavy, taking in all that, and then now I have this journey coming up. It was really like a lot. I would get panic attacks. I think that was the beginning of getting like panic attacks. Actually, I didn't know what those were, apart from like siku moja. That was the eve of of her burial. I couldn't breathe for a minute. Like sikuwa nasikia kama roho inapiga. I was not feeling anything. Sikuwa nasikia kama nina breathe. I was even like sikuwa nina breathe. And then for a minute I'm like, wait, this is it. Who is my mom? Mamangu na vidole zake. I don't know how many she put in my mouth because she thought I was choking on something. And then my dad and my brother walikuwa na huko nje. And yeah, walikuwa kwa they were just coming in, wanapata kuna saga home. They're like, wow, what's going on? Mamangu amenieka vidole, nasikia uchungu lakini I can't help it. I'm waiting nione hata mimi can't breathe. Because I'm like, I'm breathing hard lakini it's not coming out. It's not going in.
And mothers, the way they jump on you.
Mommy was crying. Alikuwa analia nikiwa katikati ya miguu zake.
African mothers, just before for those of us who are raised by Africa, raise your hand up because manze before ufanye kitu. Mimi mamangu nakumbuka siku fulani alikuja akanigonga mgongo papa baki kitu karuka.
You were choking on something.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Aujui kunya alitokea na alikuwa kwa kitchen anapika.
Dakika mbili za hukumu,
yani alifly. I now understand completely when someone gives birth and they tell you don't touch my child, don't touch that child.
Do not.
Because wamama, women are just something else.
They don't
say
take that easy. Yeah, mamangu like she's that one woman. Ali ni design nyingine hata si
so
DJ Afro, like mimi sijui hata alifika aje. Nilikuwa katikati ya miguu yake.
Ukatokea mjinga.
And then naona my dad came and then my brother came, wanajaribu kuniinamisha, sijui hawajui ni hewa ninakosa. Unajua I had never had that before. That was so new to me. I'm like what is going on? Like what is that? And then my mom, I think she was panicking because she's like, I can't lose another one. Like that was such a moment.
And then you're heavily pregnant.
It was such a moment. Na tulikuwa kwa meza hapo, we were planning now how to nani wanaenda mochari kupeleka nguo. Now we were with people around. It was chaos. Watu walikuwa tu wanaburuka huko, like a lot was going on. I'm like, guys, sikuwa naenda guys. But to be honest, I don't know, I think I was ready. Sikuwa najua what's going on. I didn't know
so
if I'll breathe
now
again.
recovering.
Yes, after recovery, now my child, it was not from my sister or my child.
For you.
For me it took a minute. It took a minute because like immediately, like I went in labor. But again I did emergency C-section. Labored for hours. Mtoto sijui amegeuka, sijui amepupu, amechoka. Niko mpisha wamenifunga. I'm in this room.
Shout out to women.
Please.
Manze, giving birth is not easy, guys. And if you can have those Linda mamas, because right now the mortality rate when it comes to birth,
yes,
imekuwa a lot
so
because
high.
we no longer have Linda Mama initiative. We don't have those initiatives that used to help women when it comes to now laboring, getting children, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So allow me to skip and get you to a point now. You went back to Nairobi, moved on with your relationship.
Yeah.
What really happened? Was it grief combined with postpartum? Because sometimes you find out that you have all this and then inakuja ina crumble down now the relationship that you have with someone. Talk about that.
Grief. I never stopped grieving. I never did. I was grieving day in, day out. Nilikuwa najipata nikilia peke yangu. I'm like, something is wrong with me. You know, like when you're pregnant, your emotions are like all over. But now this one was different kwa sababu I could feel it. It was burning in me, and at the same time I had the fear of also not making it out. I had that fear. I was like, sijui nilisema tutapatana lakini I'm not sure if I'll make it. You know, and then now going in labor, and all this was happening, wakaniambia they have to tie my stomach for some reason. It was pain, you know, the contractions would come, hakuna mtu, ni karatasi tu inalia hapo. A lot was going on, manze. And I remembering that day I even get hot because I was even like hot. Yeah. So a few hours in, calls were made. My parents approved of the C-section. His parent approved of the C-section. And then he signed because I was not in any position to even sign something like that. That's why they had to call my parents.
Yes.
I was not in no position. I'm like, Missy Jum Nangoja, I want it out.
Yes.
Yeah. However fast you can do it, please. I'd never gone through something like that, and I thought I was experiencing a different thing, but I'm like, kila mtu pitia hapo.
Yes.
For the mothers. But sasa everybody has their own experience, you know. So going to theater, my baby came, and it was a perfect baby, very beautiful.
Yes.
So nikaingia kwa this nursery, and I was looking at the two kiddos, and then the nurse was like, msichana, hautajua mtoto wako hapo, unataka kubeba wa wenyewe? I was like, lakini ni ukweli by the way. I looked at all of them, they were like 6.
Wanafanananga wote wakizalia.
Nikaambiwa niangalie tag like I was so excited, like alafu this was hours after I had given birth. Nimeshindwa like my mental thingy was upside down somehow, because for a minute something really weird happened. After nimetoka theater. They brought me back to my room, but my brain was not okay because I started seeing funny things, and to be honest, like I made people happy that day. The chef guy who came to collect my meal, my order, like he came, and I'm like, why are you wearing a flower on your head? And you know, like it's just so funny because that's all I'm seeing. Mimi ninaona vitu zangu. I thought I was high.
Ni anesthesia, like
I'm thinking so, but now the doctor said, the Indian doctor said it's not supposed to happen after birth. Unajua sasa it wears off. There's a time they took me to a different room, and I was feeling so cold. Nasikianga baridi hata saizi. I'm like, kwani what did I get from that hospital? You know, if it was feeling so cold. And after that, a few hours later, ndo walinipeleka kwa that room, and I'm like, things are changing. I was feeling dizzy. Nilikuwa tena after food imeletwa, I was seeing things. Then my guy had to go call the doctors. So nilijisikia nikapata, I think there were 2 nurses, the guy, the doctor who delivered my baby, he's African, yeah? And then now another Indian doctor. Yeah. So it was a moment of disbelief kwa sababu I'm like, I knew this day will come. You know, it's either nikufe ama ni chizi. Sasa nimechizi, angalia nimechizi. So after that, now the doctors came and they clarified. Like they came a few minutes before now everything settled down. Juu nilikuwa ninasikia funny. I'm like, it's either I'm high or something really bad is happening. The things I was saying, I'm sure now my person then would attest aseme haukuwa sawa, because we were even laughing about it after the hospital. Later on, I'm like, when I ulikuwa unaona maua wapi? I'm like, see the guy, ile kepe ya hairnet. The hairnet, he came to collect my food, and I'm like,
but you're not okay.
No, I wasn't okay. So that was something. It was an experience. So after that, bringing baby home, life was good. 2 days later, my wound opened. You know, like CS kuna vile they spray you that thing ya kulock. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but they spray it to make sure no liquids are getting in.
Yeah, I know.
To like completely lock the place. It didn't lock. So on one end, it started leaking pus. Inetangwaje?
Usa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm telling you, like, before I saw it, like, before niguze nisikie, like, I'm so numb and pain is too much. Before niguze and I saw, like, what was going on, it was, like, very bloody and messy.
Yes.
Before I had like an infection. My head was, nilikuwa naumwa na kichwa hata the whole drive to Mpisha, like, from Raka to Westlands. Hata bump sikuwa ninataka, nilikuwa nashikilia kichwa hivi. it was so painful. Like nilikuwa najiuliza Mungu, like what is this, mbona sikuenda hiyo siku, hizi ni nini, it was so painful mpaka nilikuwa nasikia tu ni kama dunia tu isimame ni mimi nishuke tu nimalize hiyo story yako.
Lazima nizae.
Yo, going to the hospital, doctor, after now my doctor did, nini yake akaona it's an infection. Me don't this was crazy because doing the whole examination akaona it's an infection. I had to do medication for 3 days na singelala hosiju, mtoto si mgonjwa. I wouldn't bring the child to the hospital.
To the hospital, you need to go home
every single day. Now I would go back every single day for 4 days kudungwa hiyo sindano moja. It was one. Every single day going back ninadungwa sindano and then I go back home every day. Katoto ni kadogo. Hata nakumbuka there's this supermarket, a store that was in Ruaka. Tuliingia na mtoto akiwa mdogo. It's hot, it was a very hot day. Tuliingia na mtoto kwa supasi, it's hot, so tumekabeba tu, like nimekashikilia tu and I'm walking. No, the dad ni alikuwa amembeba because I couldn't even walk. Ni ile tu we need a few stuff na nasikia tu kutembea. Miezi 9 hujatembea, miezi zingine sijui ngapi
ndio uko na injury.
So I just needed to be outside with people kuangalia. So walking around nasikia mama wanaanza kusema hey, wewe unaki areheka naka nini bahari ya doi, like nimeleta mtoto mdogo nje mapema. I'm like, if we only knew, like
manzo mama amekaa kwa nyumba sana, mwacha atembee.
Kukaa kwa nyumba nimetoka hospitali.
Actually think being a mom is a whole other thing. People will judge you on how you're raising this person. People will tell you, oh my god, you're not raising him well, you're not raising her well. It's quite I'd say let's have grace for young moms, especially first time moms bana. Because in society we judge moms, especially young moms. Oh my god, tupatikane tuko club no meza. Unafanya nini?
Like kwa msichana si umezaa tu juzi. Wewe nini nje?
I don't know why they expect you to stay in the house just do you know how staying in the house when you unaweza geuka ukwe one of the utensils
something. Unajipata you became a curtain na haujui, you became like a spoon. What? So that was something, and I'm like, kwani mtu anafaa kutoka home, akiwa mtoto akifika how old? Yeah, so me I continually, by the way, Mimi I've been raising my child without any outside advice. Mimi I have never let that in apart from my mom, and looking to kuangalia, learning from people how they are doing it, and I'm like, well, me I don't think I would do that. Unajua, I know how to do it. Mimi I do it my way.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure my way is working.
Yes.
My way works for me and it pretty much is working for my child.
Yes.
That is it. Na mtu asiwaambie kitu. If you're raising your child, advice zingine achia tu daktari alikupatia mtoto na wewe. That part.
Cardia clinic.
Cardia clinic.
Yeah. Kama unataka advice chukua cardia clinic, andika utupe.
Yes. So fast forward, now the jabs ndio hizo. I think this was after now the jabs, because the infection messed me like a lot. Walikuwa wamesema if the dressing does not work, kama haita clear everything, and they used to dunga saline water na kile kisalinge kikubwa, they put pressure ya kila kitu inaingia all the way mpaka mwisho, and then he will start massaging from that end. I used to pee, like nilikuwa nashikilia ukuta na gwara, makucha zilikuwa zinavunjika kila wakati because it's pure pain.
Hiyo ni pure pain.
And I did dressing for 2 weeks.
Kama cramps zinasikiza hivyo. Hebu imagine sasa uko na kidonda. Open wound.
I did dressing for 2 weeks. Mpisha tukaona sasa Mpisha ni mbali, we moved to now a closer hospital. Like, that was in around my place. So that's why I would go. Mpaka nilikuwa nabembeleza this nurse, I'm like, hawezi nidunga kitu, I know there must be something, so nipe hata painkiller. I'm like, hata painkiller nilikuwa napata it's not strong enough for that pain, kwa sababu I'm like, akifunga bandage leo, akifanya dressing, tomorrow they will come and peel it off. They don't care whether you grow, we are growing every single day na it's a wounded area, you can't shave, you can't do anything.
Yes.
They will come and peel it off. I'm like, you're so inhumane, but who is it do have like something? It was bad.
Nipulize jamani. But I tend to think that wakifunzwa hii practice yao ya medical, wanaambia usikuwe na roho.
Ni kama
like you do it and don't listen to the patient, because if you listen to them they won't get better. I think they are being told that.
I used to get anxious kwa hiyo kitu nikijuanga I'm next, ninaangalia tu I'm like,
mimi after barabara ya Maimahiu naogopa nurses. Wow. Kitu naambianga watu na wanacheka.
What happened?
I fear nurses. Nurses are just weird. Nurses can make you wanaweza fanya ulieusi waambie kitafadhali nasi acha tu nitibu tu
yeah, and I'm so grateful to God nilipatia mtoto mahali nilipatia mtoto. I think that's a privilege kwa sababu ingekuwa like any other public places I think I would be traumatized double.
I've gone to Mama Lucy and just enda tu kae uone venye wanawake wanazalishwa. Mamangu used to tell me there times ulikuwa unapigwa unaambia iko wapi gloves, mbona hujabeba gloves,
wewe unapigwa
wewe unapigwa wewe mwenye uko na pregnancy, iko wapi gloves, hatuwezi kuzalisha bila gloves na hata kuzalisha bare hand.
You bring them si provision ya hospitali.
Yes, kitambo kwani wewe hebu kaa chini ongea na mama yako atakwambia sisi wote all our generation especially this one the Gen Zs ulikuwa unaletanga vitu, ulikuwa unaletanga the requirement before the Linda mama came ulikuwa unaletanga glove nitwa jingine nilikuwa naona nini nyingine nilikuwa naona cotton yes hizo ulikuwa unaleta hizo vitu na it was a requirement unazalishwa na hiyo glove. So there was a time actually someone a young girl alikuwa around 15 16 17 my mom was telling me that just remember that is their times alikuwa sijui ameenda kudeliver which child sikumbuki hakuniambia ni which one. Aliniambia the girl aligive birth hapo kwa hospitali juu alipata uchungu na alikuwa amekuja clinic 7 months alipata hapo uchungu ndio nasa naomba iko wapi gloves attention na wako clinic alianguka tu chini hapo kwa reception akapanua mguu a male practitioner ndo alikuja kumsaidia kuzaa.
It's crazy.
And it's funny because we are women.
Yeah.
You know what this person is going through. Why are we letting imagine nowadays if you go to women they'll tell you I'd rather acha mkunga ni mwenye anazalisha
home mkunga ni mwenye
anazalisha the midwife.
Yes.
Anasema they prefer it being a male because male are gentle yeah.
Yaki women saa zingine si kwa ubaya lakini
tumeongea hapa sana tunasemanga in as much as let me tell you in as much as we say men pia sisi
we are our own enemies.
Imagine going to such a place whereby you know life hapa ni life inazaliwa a new life every day. If you can't be kind what can you be?
Like kwanza you're stressing somebody who's supposed to like pass life like anafaa.
And that's why you see some people they prefer giving birth at home. Waende wazilisho unawa mashosho wa kitambo asiju kama siku hizi wako because they used to like nini massage you do things for you and then when you give birth mtoto ata face head isha face down. So you find out that most people
nenda to registration
prefer kuzalishwa that way because those are more gentle to you and as a woman that's what you want.
True.
Because these other hospitals bana unaweza enda pale upate mtu ati damu yako na yake jasikizana. Sasa what is that?
To be honest na mimi ndo
there's some things I listen I hear
damu yako asifa hata kusikizana like do your job.
I don't have to be I don't have to like you don't have to like me nizalisha niende home so unalipwa na sisi nimekuja kuzaa
malizia shughuli kila mtu
and that's why right now I acknowledge it we have a high mortality rate deaths when it comes to birth after the Linda mama went sasa tuko na high mortality rate when it comes sasa unaweza kama juzi niliona a case scenario so it on TikTok someone delivered a very beautiful baby my god heavy smart akiwa mtoto alikufa at birth huyo mtoto mama alilia yani ilikuwa all over TikTok. Yes it's because of she was neglected during the childbirth. That girl cried alikuwa na share picha mtoto anasema I gave birth to her she was healthy she was what and in my mind I was like there were nurses there women were there. Okay, death is there, we can't refuse that.
Imagine it's so painful
but the process imagine mtu akisema mudimleglet mtoto akakufa that is bad.
Now already she did her part, this was your part
like this was your part. You get
yes that is so
and such traumatizing thing ndo inafanya this generation whatever we are seeing in the internet me I can't go and have a kid ukiona kitu kama utaenda have mtoto
saa zingine hata unaangalia hospitali ndio like he will keep off
hata so you find out that the reason why Gen Zs are not giving birth it's because of that someone sees that in the internet wewe utaenda ku give birth no you won't because you know watu watani neglect me pia iko the same case scenario. And then that's my question is health sector can we do something about it especially when it comes to women kwanza bringing kids in this they don't if only you have had like not even just one imagine they would know the importance of like having like good aftercare not even like just aftercare nichukulie mtoto like clean them blow out I don't know what they do but just wacha nimuone let me just see my baby but then when you meet good ones they are very good they even taking care of them nakwambia we have good ones of course kwa katika kila kitu hatuwezi kosa wazuri kuna wazuri na wanakutreat poa they are good let me say when did you heal
do you heal?
No.
I think you live with it. I mean, you get you learn to live with it. You learn to live and to control how you what? There's a word, like how you think about something, how you work through it.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't like necessarily, like, you just forget things. So healing sasa, when it came now the whole dressing na nini, it took time kwa sababu it's an every single day unaenda unararuriwa tena, not like they do the same damage even though they are cleaning, damage kwangu kwa sababu my nervous system is like dead. Kila siku ninasikia uchungu the same, mgongo mpaka miguu kila mahali.
Yes.
So they advise you on walking straight after C-section. Usiiname juu kinama sasa utapona hivyo, your backbone won't be able to like align itself to the normal posture.
What?
Yeah. So in that pain you're also supposed to like walk straight. So I would take walks kwa nyumba, nje, everywhere. Just take walks, simple walks, go back to the house. Unajua you get lazy after bath. Kukula tu. And I got a hefty, like a good baby fat.
Yes, of
course. I was chubby. Darling. Like,
how was nursing for you, lactating?
Nursing, it was amazing. Like, I had the most. Maziwa yangu nayo ningepeana. Like, I really had
just when you had a wound.
Now towels. This is where towels came in. Like, I couldn't do the normal pads, the small pads, because that's as in a feel in within minutes. Within minutes, I would pump, I would do everything, like they are feeling within minutes. So nakulikuwa, the season was really like cold. It was in April. It was cold. Kwanza ni Ruaka.
Kwanza kuna kidonda.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So sasa we had improvised tukaanza kutumia now towels. Now I will do like a towel. Natumia kama 2-3 zinaoshwa, and then I'll have, like just towels.
Okay. So how was now let's move on to postpartum for you. How was postpartum?
Yeah. I think most of my, what do I call, I wouldn't say anxieties, but sasa pressure yangu, more of it was coming from now the afterbirth. And I was like, I have not been diagnosed like I have postpartum depression, lakini I'm pretty sure I'm not doing okay.
Yeah.
Kabisa I'm not doing okay. And remember, my sister, now she's gone. I have too much going on.
Yes.
Literally, I'm thinking about this, thinking about that. And then, so you see, now my guy had to go back to work.
Yes.
So
because
it was
now
a busy
you
one
have
for
a
me.
child.
Yes. My sister, now the lady who's married to my brother, I love her so much. She's my sister. Yes. I lost one, but I gained one as well.
Inakuanga hivyo.
She came. Alikuja na mtoto wake. Her baby was like, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months old. Walikuja tukaishi sisi wote Ruaka.
Wow.
We were living there. Yeah. Even my brother would come like on weekends. Now this is after, a few months after the guy had left, and I had, to be taken care of, and the baby. Yeah. She stayed with us.
The guy left.
No, for work. He
Oh,
would go
okay,
for
for
now
work.
he had to go back for work after that.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think he was home for like I think he was given a good enough time. Not the
Yeah,
few
he was
weeks.
being ni paternal leave.
Wanapi yangu inachana how many
What,
days?
2 weeks, inakuanga 2 weeks, but
he stayed for like more than 2 weeks. I think a month or so.
Oh yeah, but simply because now of your situation and
Yeah.
everything, now he
Yes.
needed to be there. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he also like went longer than that month. Sikumbuki. No, like he didn't stay for 2 weeks or a month. Naonanga kama tulika naye for so long. I can't recall like the datings and nini, I don't, but he was there.
Okay.
Yes, life was really good. Really good up until like later on, and I thought maybe I'm being stubborn, ama maybe kuna kitu tu ili change. After giving birth you don't believe you have the depression. Mimi sikuwa najua naweza kuwa hata na
And then you don't
postpartum.
and then at that time even postpartum had not been even there. Tatuko to notify you about postpartum.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would talk to my mom and ananiambia what to expect, and then my sister was there to help. Colic came. Colic was another experience kwa sababu mtoto analia too, you don't know what is going on. I'm not a doctor. Sistangu at least she knew like what to do with the baby. Sijui namlalisha aje, sijui you have to feed until sijui ya bap. I didn't know me that much kwa sababu asipo bap, now the gas, I don't know, stays in the stomach. And then now they start hurting.
Yeah.
It's just a normal thing in kids. Na si wote wanapatanga colic. That's what I had. So that's a mystery, like I need to find out before going again, Yes. Julie nikosesha usingizi. I couldn't sleep. I think I lost most of my sleep time hapo. I couldn't sleep. Na saizi mi ulala. I can sleep hata tunamka 12. Kama kuna mali naenda, ndamka hata 12. mchana.
At least umelipisha.
Mi ulipisha
the sleep you didn't sleep.
I've not met me alipisha every minute. Hata nikienda out nirudi 4 ndaamka masaa zingine kasi siendi mahali.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So motherhood was it humbled me. In as much as like physically I didn't change in any way. I remained pretty. Yeah, clack it. Ni
croquet. Yes.
That part. So ilini humble vizuri like in a different way that hata my relationship with my then husband started ikakani kama like I'm overthinking too much ama if like I have too many questions.
Yes.
No answers whatsoever. Like you're looking for answers somewhere, you cannot be answered.
Yes.
So small stuff started happening and I'm like what sielewi. I think bado niko na maizi postpartum zangu za takataka juu sielewi. We would get in like a small fight and then it would escalate. Ninakani kama mimi I'm the one who is bringing it like to another level. Yes. And I was like when somebody is bringing something to you, it's either you analyze it, you see where the problem is, and then you work with from there. But as I guess with us, remember I'm still young right now. I'm a young mom and I'm still like a wife now,
yes.
a newlywed.
Yes.
Yes. We struggled with like a lot of that, in as much as we were trying so hard to not fight. Tulikuwa tunajua we can fight like tuna fight alafu tunarudi normal. So it would happen like oftenly and I'm like sasa we're not talking about it, what are we doing? So he bringing it up all the time, it was like I'm complaining. So yeah, it was like I'm complaining because you can imagine now living with something you're not answered. Wewe unajua I'm an overthinker. I'm like, so you answer me, let's go back to the root nijue like why you did something ama why this happened. Ndio nikae nikijua what's up. So it never happened. And then we are good for a minute and another minute we're not good. Because zile za sini is marriage see
You're supposed to work.
Iko sawa ikiwa hivyo. Many people are in their houses, in their homes, you don't know what they're doing, you don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it.
Is it true that when a woman gives birth they tend to forget about the man? Was that the situation that you're going through?
Tend to forget
because
about
men
the man.
tend to say that if we give birth, attention yetu inaenda kwa mtoto. So hao wana feel they are forgotten. Because now the attention used to be on him because you are there, you don't have kids, just both of you. Now this attention may shift to another person. Do you think that's true?
Yes.
Okay.
For once, like it's true kwa sababu when you get let's say when you get a new dress, kuna dress hautaiva for a minute kwa sababu you have this new dress na ndio unaangalia sana, you're like this two earring I think ndizo tunaweza vaa na hii dress. It's the only thing that works in your head. So it may be different from motherhood, the aspect of you having something new and wanting to take so much care, spending too much time with these things, you know. So that's the same thing. Number one, I have been with this person for 9 months. We are connected. Okay?
Yes.
Through my womb, through my brain, everything. She was in me. We were the same thing.
Yes.
We are connected. Now this detachment, it takes time to like allow me to go back to my normal self.
Yes, your
it
heart.
Will take time to even get back to me myself, not even to the other person as a partner, but to even myself, reconnecting with my body, myself. Like it takes time as a mother. Okay?
Yes.
So it's not something you can jump from. Like you give birth today and tomorrow like you're in love. Like you only care about this person, but now it can't happen like that. Kwa sababu now there's something else, something that actually needs attention.
More attention.
A lot of attention, emotionally, physically, and even mentally. Saa zingine unapatanga like when you give birth, you want to just stay. Umechoka, like unajaribu kupumzika because 9 months you carried somebody.
Yes.
A few more months you're carrying them on the front, you're feeding every time you're holding that person with you. So saa zingine going back to your normal self and being like, wow, now we can move on as a family. It only takes understanding and you aligning with this new season.
Yes. And do you believe postpartum makes women actually not to give birth? Someone amejiachilia tu, because it's something I've seen. It's a form of depression.
Yeah.
So you find a mother does not even take care of themselves. All the attention goes to the child. Such that a mother forgets even to shower. Sometimes even a simple shower you forget. Talk about that.
It is very true. It's very true. Because one, most of the day you find yourself spending too much time with this child, especially during the night. There's something called sleep training with kids. kuna mtu anazaliangu akijuanga we don't get like a notebook at after you give birth you have a like you have
ati mtu anajua after 8 anafaa
kulala. Anajua ni wewe umtrain sasa.
Yes.
Now with them you training them you have to be okay mentally, lazima ukue ready, you have to be relaxed. Saizo wewe ujalala sijui how many days unaamkanga hata hamnanga schedule. Me I didn't have a schedule, and then we got a book sijui inaitangwa baby something. Baby it's a book about if infants and how to take care of them. So unapata if you don't have knowledge about that, most of the time you'll spend just living pretending to going back to your normal life, lakini bado there's a distraction. Kuna huyu mtoto you have to go back to, uko you with yourself again, you've forgotten about yourself, uko na mtoto. You know?
Okay.
A lot.
Manze una like you talk about motherhood, and I feel like you should be online talking to young ladies, especially before they get kids.
Thought about that.
Yes, please, because you have a lot when it comes to entailing postpartum, how someone and then you have a beautiful experience. I won't say a bad experience, because saying bad is something bad. Everything that happens in your life has a purpose.
True.
Kila kitu inafanyikanga for a reason. And for that to happen to you, it has really opened your eyes when it comes to motherhood. It has really opened your eyes when it comes to things, friendship. So najua tunaweza ongea hapa na wewe the whole day and you can't stop. So I want you to talk to young moms. Talk to them about independence.
Yes.
Talk to them about their career. Talk to them on someone like me or others outside them bado hawajapata watoto. Angalia ile kamera kubwa. Wapatie.
So to the young mothers, young parents, I'm upcoming mothers, if that's even a word. Like, all I can say right now, given that now I'm able to say it, I have the experience, and I'm a huge believer of like we can do better. Okay, we as mothers, we come through a lot, we grow through a lot, especially if you're a first-time mom and like a young mom in general. Number one is to believe in yourself. You can do it. Akuna, even your parents, they never came with a manual. You're growing together every single day. Even your mom does not know tomorrow itakuwa aje. So you as a mom, please just believe in yourself. Like, you can do it. It's your child. You brought it to this world, and you're able. The outside noise does not really matter when you're parenting. It's you and your child and your way of parenting. So, to young moms, I think we are doing it. This is it. When you come, there's no going back. There's no going back.
Yes, na uambie wapate kids wako independent.
Yes. Now that part of being independent, I think is something you have to. You just have to. Kwa sababu you're going to live with somebody, you're going to stay with somebody, and you don't have anything for yourself. I have been there. It was not good at all. It got me into a situation when I thought I was even like depressed, kwa sababu I have a kid I have to cater for. I don't have anybody to look up to. You're alone. You can only think about where to get this from, where to get that from.
Yes.
So building independency when you're young, or even before you get that child. Like, maybe you're pregnant right now, and you're able of like grasping like a skill somewhere, something that can give you food, let's say. Something like mahadi unaweza sema unaweza jisimamia, hata kukaenda aje, you'll have food for your child.
Yes.
Because for me, it has been a little over 2-3 years now of being independent to myself and my child. It takes a lot. You have to believe in yourself. You have to look for people who believe in yourself as well, and you have to pray about it. Kwa sababu in this life without prayers, my God, you're not going to make it. Mi hata sitawadanganya. It's been between me and God this whole time. You lack today, lakini kesho you won't lack. But now having a direction, knowing what you're doing in order to eat, or in order to have that specific thing, kama ni chakula,
yes,
kama ni nguo for your child, it all comes from you. You're the only person who can cater for that. Otherwise, kungoja watu, kuna mtu atakusaidia, maybe the baby daddy or what, I would say please forget about it. Just build your independence, yes, and just be you. Huko nje
let your child be your child.
Kujiuza ni kujiuza. Market yourself.
Yes.
If you have something small going on. I am a makeup artist. I'm a certified makeup artist. I'm a trainer. I'm a beauty advisor. And I'm a loving mom.
Yes.
Mimi na mtoto wangu. Her name is Itana.
Yeah, shout out to Itana, shout out to everyone, shout out to your mom, shout out to your brother, to your sister-in-law, to everyone that really helped you throughout this journey. Because at the end of the day, without them, hatungekuwa hapa.
That's true.
And also thank you so much for gracing Touch Media Studios. Sisi, we love such stories. We love someone when someone goes through something, they come and educate us, educate the public, inform, entertain, you know, all about that. And I'm so proud that you're such an hardworking mom. Endelea hivyo hivyo, endelea kusukuma kwa makeup. And God knows, maybe one day I'll see you somewhere. You never know.
One day, maybe this is it.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, this is Touch Digital TV, where we share, feel, and also connect with human interest stories. And this is also Sips and Soul, where we share, feel, and also connect with human interest stories. Till next time, my name is Amina Hussein. Keep it locked in. Adios, muchachos.